What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've done one of these. I think with everything going on and the end of the school year, it was a perfect time to give you an update on what's happening. But first off, to the Imperial Valley Press and Art. Ouch, man! Tell me how you guys really feel. Goodness, pitiful show. The one thing I took out of that op-ed piece, is that my show's still talked about. It's crazy. I haven't done a show in a while. Um, I haven't done a weekend update kind of show in over a year. And even when I did the weekend updates, um, I only did like 6 of them, like a handful. But look at the impact they had. And I did that off my iPhone 4 in my living room at 3 in the morning after my family would go to sleep. And so I guess if people, like I said, want to get involved, you can create your own opportunity. There's opportunities to get involved, and some of the greatest ones are the ones you make for yourselves. So um, I think that's inspiring. People still talk about my show, my little show I did in my living room. Pretty cool. But one thing also I learned from that piece is that, and my parents have, and my family has instilled in me and continue to remind me to this day, is that if you can dish it, you better take it. And I've dished it. I've dished it quite a bit. I still do. I still plan on doing so. And if you can give it, you better take it. And so I'll take it. But I welcome it. And any attention to me is an opportunity. Well, one, any attention to me, I love it. But any attention to me is an opportunity to divert that attention to the things that I really do care about. Our local air quality and education, specifically Imperial Elementary School District. Regards to air quality, I was brought on to the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District last year as the op-ed piece, but kind of PR. But what is PR? It's public relations. It's relationships with the public. And everything is about relationships. It's all about relationships. And so I want to build that relationship with the public. We're all on the same side. Everyone at the air district is a resident of the valley. We care for the same thing as you. We want good air. And so we have a team of scientists, engineers who work hard every day to make sure that happens. And a lot of the times the scientists and engineers are kind of shy. So I got brought on to help tell their story and be out in the public. And rather than being reactive, we want to be proactive and get ahead of the story and show that, hey, and we know we can do better, and we are. We're working hard every day to accomplish our goals. And so I think there's a lot of misconceptions about some of air quality. I think a great example is it's a hot topic. It's I might get in trouble for talking about it, but it's field burning. Now, it's allowed by the state. But in the past 10 years, field burning has decreased by over 60%. So I think one example, a good way of showing this is I remember when I was a kid, which wasn't that long ago, every time I go down 111, I see a field burning. And like right next to the highway. It wasn't like, oh, it was like right there. You're driving by flames. When's the last time you've seen a field burn? The last time. A lot of that effort is not just by the monitoring and enforcement divisions of the air district, but also new methods of cultivating the land by the new generation of farmers, but also by the pressure of our local environmental advocates and environmental justice group, Comité Cívico del Valle. So it's all relationships. But going back to the environmental justice activists and groups, I think what you're seeing right now that's unlike anything else is Assembly Bill 617. Assembly Bill 617 was just passed recently, and we have a steering committee for that bill. The Hebrew Calexico Central area was one of 10 communities throughout the state selected to implement this new bill. And it didn't hit me in how unique this bill was and what we're doing with this bill until a few meetings ago when I sat there during the meeting, and nowhere else will you see the local air pollution control officer sitting alongside an environmental justice group leader. So we have Matt Desert, APCO, and Luis Olmedo co-chairing this committee, which has people from industry, local residents, business owners, activists, college students, all at the same table, talking about how we can improve our air quality, what we can do, and not only that, having the resources from the state to do these requests. I mean, it's unlike anything else. It's truly grassroots, community driven from the bottom up, and it's exciting. It's an exciting time. I encourage everyone to get involved in AB 617. We have our monthly meetings at the El Central Regional Medical Center, Community Education Center at the IV Mall. But you can also check out the website icab617community.org. It's a very it's pretty awesome to see all these people at the same table, officials from state, officials from local regulatory agencies, activists, all just right there talking, sharing ideas, sharing their thoughts at the same table. We are being respectful of one another, not pointing fingers, but figuring out solutions. It's pretty amazing. And so it's popping. Right now is the time to get involved in any environmental concern in the valley. With all this attention, it's not a coincidence. Like, something's building. And so I think right now, if you want to be a part of something, get involved in addressing our local environmental concerns. Enough of that. I want to talk about, this is going to be on my Facebook page, which is Gilroy Bloodborough Elementary School District Trustee. I want to talk about education. It's really, listen, this whole education, being a board member has really has become a passion for me. I really enjoy it. These last few months being a school board member have been a lot of fun. Now, has it been easy? No. There's been bumps going back to relationships. I put out an open letter earlier, not long after I got elected, and it was tough. But the relationships that came out of it, like I said, in any relationship, you're gonna say things you regret. You're gonna do things, they're gonna have some high highs, you're gonna have some low lows. But if you guys all on the same, you guys understand you're on the same team. Everyone at the district wants the best for our schools, want the best for our students. We all do. I don't doubt anyone wants anything other than that. So it's out of that open letter came relationships, and like I said, we're never always going to agree, but we all know we want the best for the students. And so I don't regret that open letter because of what's come out of it afterwards. I tell people, some people commented, like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I met with some of those people, and first thing I'd ask was like, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about, then what do I need to know? Tell me so next time I pop off, I know what I'm talking about. But it's been fun. Like I said, I've learned so much from that and everything else. There's many changes coming to Brawley Elementary School District. Not because no, it's not because of that. Many people retiring. You're seeing that throughout every company and organization. But many people are retiring, and they decided to retire before I decided to run or got elected, so it wasn't, cause and effect. But that's an exciting opportunity. That's an exciting opportunity for us to continue to build new relationships and really get on the same page. And it's exciting, it's scary, but I think with hard work, it doesn't matter who is in some of these positions. It's up to the boards, up to the community, up to their peers to hold them accountable and to ensure they're working hard on behalf of all students. So it's exciting. It's an exciting time at BESD. And listen, if you don't think Brawley Elementary schools are great, at least I hope you believe and know that there is great work being done in our schools to help ensure to make Brawley schools great again. Great. Now I'm gonna have another op-ed in the Ivy Press come out on that statement. But no, a lot of good work is at all levels, from classified to certificated. It's a lot of work is being done. It's popping. I'm telling you. I feel like I'm very fortunate to be part of things that are moving forward and not stagnant. Whether it's at the district, whether at the schools, we're moving forward. It's exciting. It's tiring. I'm sometimes in bed by 8 o'clock. It's tiring, but it's exciting and it's fun and it's worth it. And I expect for it to continue to be like that. Another thing I helped pass. I drafted up not too long ago a resolution that passed. This resolution is to combat chronic absenteeism, which is an issue that pops up on our dashboard. But the resolution, I think, will have far broader impact than just addressing absenteeism. In that sense, that this resolution passed brings together elementary school officials, high school officials, city officials, local law enforcement, and the local chamber of commerce, all at the same meeting, all at the same table on how we can help encourage and improve and make sure that students are attending schools. And so this resolution brought together this committee, and we've had 2 meetings with all the parties on how we can help encourage, whether it's being banners, whether it's targeting specific locations, whether it's engaging the community. How can we make sure that students are in school? So it's been exciting, and once again, community-based, community-driven at the bottom. I always say, any problem within our schools is just a microcosm of a problem in the city. If we have a week of there's a bunch of fights, violence, something's going on in the city that's causing this. So it's great to have us all at the same table and have understanding our issues and how we can all help each other to address it and really build this sense of community and have this brawly pride, right? So it's been fun. Also, I had placed on the agenda, and we got it, was audio availability of all meetings. So in the past, if you wanted to know what was going on in a meeting, at the board meeting, you'd have to read the minutes, which I think were great, but sometimes things are said that can't be perfectly transcribed in text. You have to hear it. You have to understand it. So we have audio. So all meetings from this year and this annual year are available at the Imperial Elementary School District website. So you can listen to the meetings. It's our effort to be proactive, and so I'm proud of that. I hope we can get video in the near future. And listen, these things aren't because of me. I have a great board, and my board is very experienced, very knowledgeable, which helps check me. Because sometimes I'm just like, let's do this, and they've been in the game for a while and say, hey, what about, we got to check this, make sure this and that, and flesh it out. So it's been a very good dynamic. And so, like I said, I just feel very fortunate at this time that things have kind of added up, fallen into the right place, and I've just hit a good streak, and I kind of want to continue, make sure this continues and get as much accomplished during this good streak as I can. Also throughout the school year, and I hope to expand on it more, is the beautification days. We've had beautification days at Witter, Phil Swing, and Barbara Worth Junior High. The last one was at Phil Swing, which I think had over 100 students, parents, and teachers and staff in attendance. Kids painting. We had safety patrol painting the curb, getting that ownership. We had students painting the 4 square lines. I saw students picking weeds on the floor, picking weeds. I went over there. I was like, hey, you guys are in trouble? Like, no, why? I was like, oh, never mind. No, they wanted it. They were having a good time. They were taking pride in their school. So when I see an expansion of these, I mean, they've all been great. The community's donated. We've had donations of flowers from Green Patch Nursery, Brownie's Diner. I've donated a few things. Parents, staff have donated equipment. It's unfortunate it got hot. Unfortunately, we live in a valley that, but it was a really good thing to see that, and I want to continue on that. And you've seen the Brawley Chamber, or the Brawley City, like Luke Hamby and Kate Luna of the Brawley Chamber, do their own beautification days. The Brawley Police Department. I'm telling you, these people want a blanket solution to problems, but these little things that build pride, that build a community, that get people out, that get people to roll up their sleeves and do a little hard work. that are gonna make the difference. They're gonna add up, and then before you know it, it's like, oh, hey, we got a city again. We have that brawly pride. So it's been good. It's been good. We're entering the summer. The new superintendent, Dr. Rich, will be starting soon, and I look forward to having a meet and greet for him, as well as my school supply drive. Last year I had a school supply drive, and I'll be bringing that back this year. Also, these things I need to do these more, and I want to do interviews again. I miss the interviews from my show. I don't miss the satire, the weekend update. I miss sitting down with people, hearing them out for an hour, and building that network and building that relationship. So I think I'm going to start a podcast focusing on education, where I interview local teachers, local administrators, local classified staff, to help bring attention to education at all levels, not just at Brawl Elementary, but throughout the county. It's important. Our school boards is just as important as our city council. And I'm not saying that because I'm on the school board, but they are. And right, the cities and the counties, they kind of deal with the hand they're given. Well, who gives them that? The schools. The schools are help mold and guide the future of a community. Children are our future, right? You hear that, especially during campaigns. So shouldn't we hold them to a higher standard? And so, but that's a whole different topic that I'll talk about another time. But I just want to give you an update. A lot's being done. I'm juggling family, this, work, school board. But like I said, I've hit a really good stride lately. And I want to just continue that and build upon that and just keep working. I'm someone who likes to just get things done. Just get it done and figure out the kinks along the way. The hardest part is just starting something. Once you start it, we're just starting it. So I enjoy it, and I will continue to do so. And I'm always here to listen and hear you out. What's one thing about me is I'm vocal and I like to talk, but I also like to give the opportunity to hear the other side of things. So you guys know my number, my email, you know how to contact me. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to give them my contact information. I'd be more than happy to speak with them. With that being said, I'm tired, I'm sweating. I didn't even drink my coffee. Here I am, I have my coffee, my drink, but I didn't even drink it. So I'm gonna get back to this. It's a beautiful day, so I'll probably go outside and read, and hope to do another one of these things again soon. Good day.